So one of the things you can do in GravityView is actually embed forms inside the view itself. And then often what's helpful is to pass information from that particular entry in the view to the form. So it sounds complicated, but it's pretty straightforward to set up. It utilizes the Gravity Forms dynamic population feature. So I'll go through a quick example. I have a view set up here, and it's kind of like an asset tracker for tracking different office equipment. A lot of companies have things like this, where they have a lot of equipment they need to keep track of. You can open up a piece of equipment here and see more information about it. But one thing that's really helpful is to be able to reserve a piece of equipment for a period of time if you need to. And for that, it's helpful to have a form where you can actually submit a request to reserve that piece of equipment. So we can go ahead and add that functionality to the view. And I've already set up a form here in Gravity Forms for doing this. And you can see at the top, there's like an asset ID, and it has the model number. Sorry, I got a bit of a cough today. And then there's a couple of date fields for choosing the time frame that you want to reserve it for, and then a message field. So what we want to do is embed this in our view, and then we want to pass the asset ID and the model number automatically with the request, right? We don't want the user to have to try to find that information because it might be complicated. So we want to just add that automatically to the request. And we can do that using dynamic population. So all you need to do is open the field settings here in the Gravity Forms editor, and then check this box that says allow field to be populated dynamically, and then give it a parameter name. So in this case, I'll just give it the parameter asset-ID. And then we can do the same for the model number. So go ahead and check that box, and then just give it the parameter name of model. And then we can save that form. Okay, so that's everything we need to do on the form side. The rest we do in the view. So here I am in the view editor, and I will go to the single entry layout here. And I'm going to add a new field. And I'm going to add a Gravity Forms field. There we go. And that allows me to embed a form inside the single entry. And I'll open up the settings here and select the form. Reserve equipment. And now all I need to do to pass in the asset ID and the model number dynamically, I'm going to add them here in the field value parameters. So all I need to do is add the field parameter here that I assign to the field, and then set it equal to the asset ID here. And this, if you don't know, this is a Gravity Forms merge tag, which essentially will be replaced with a field value. So the asset ID field value will get populated here. And this ensures that it pulls in the correct asset ID based on the entry that the user is viewing at the time. So then we can just add an ampersand and put in our second parameter, which is model, and then set that equal to the model field there. So that is all set up. And I can go ahead and just update this. And then I'll refresh the view here. And you can see that form is embedded here in the single entry. And this information, the asset ID and the model number, is pulled in automatically here to these fields. So they're pre-populated. And what you could do if you wanted to hide this, you could just hide these fields, make them hidden fields in Gravity Forms. So the user actually doesn't see it, but that information is sent automatically with the submission. So they would just add like the dates that they wanted it and the message and click submit requests, and that data will get sent automatically.